Good morning, everybody. It's Monday. All right, so we left Mr. Bill and Miss Elizabeth's house this morning and drove about 20 miles away, and we're picking up our first vehicle, you guys. We've got a 2020 Honda CR-V, picking up at a dealership going over to Manheim in Tennessee. So another state that we have not hit before, Lexi and I. So we get to go to Tennessee, we get to go to North Carolina. I think we're going to Kentucky as well. We're taking the 40 back. I'll tell you more about it, but let me do a little inspection on this vehicle and get her loaded up and get on the road. So we drove about 120 miles in the right direction. We're going to pick up a 2019 F-150. These are not the two cars that I am coming back to California with. These two are getting me to the two that make the most sense and the most money, which I'm picking up in the Nashville area. So this is just my money to get over to the big money. We picked up the F-150 that's at the rear of the trailer. We picked it up 11:30 this morning. We're about 45 minutes away from the drop, which is in Knoxville, Tennessee. We are going to drop it off. Same day pickup, same day drop off. Quick little $400. They already gave me a check. I already deposited the check. They gave me a check at origin. So we're going to drop that off, and then we're going to go from Knoxville over to Nashville and stay the night in Nashville. Not sure what we're going to see or what we're going to be able to do, but that's where we're going to shut it down for tonight. And I've got the Manheim drop to do in the morning and my two pickups that are going to California to do also tomorrow, and then we're heading west. We're out of here. In Nashville is crazy. It's huge. It's the hugest one. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. We got turned around. They have like 29 gates, and I went to where it says vehicle check-in, and of course that was wrong, so I had to go to a different place, and the guy was like, no, you are in gate number 3. You have to go to gate number 4. It is over there. You have to go down. I'm like, okay. So that's what I did, and you know, we're done. We dropped them, we picked them both up today, and we dropped them both off today. So that was a quick little $8.50, you guys, and it drops me off right here tomorrow morning perfectly for the real money, the better money, picking up tomorrow. So we're just down the street from a hotel. I just have enough time to get there. Lexi and I are gonna shut it down, find some dinner, and take a rest. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful Tuesday morning in Tennessee. We are just east of Nashville. We didn't make it to Nashville last night. Ended up staying here in Lebanon. And, you know, we did those 2 cars yesterday, right? So I was telling you, you know, the 2 cars are gonna bring me to the bigger money, which was in Tennessee, not in, where were we? We were in Virginia, not in Virginia. So we booked these 2 cars, right? You saw us load them, saw us drop them off yesterday. Let's look at the miles. So that's what I'm getting. That's what the truck says I'm getting to the gallon. And that is the miles yesterday. So 605 miles for $850. Not super great, right? Not super great, but that's, again, that's all miles as well. That's from Bill's house to the first pickup 20 miles away, and then from that pickup we drove about 150 miles with 1 car only. We drove about 150 miles to the second vehicle pickup, which was the F-150. Picked that up, dropped that off first, and then drove to Mannheim here in Nashville. Well, it's outside of Nashville, but they call it Nashville. So that's all miles, and then to the hotel last night. So that's all miles, but still, you know, it's not the greatest. Not the greatest, but it is dropping us off right where we need to be. Dropping us off right where we need to be this morning, you guys. We are about, I don't know, 50 miles from the load that I need to keep and the load that I need to pick up, right? It's I'll show it to you. I'll tell you about it once we load it. But and then I had booked a Hummer that was not really in the area, not paying the greatest. It was over $1 a mile, but I booked it because I was getting frustrated with the load board, with the freight load board. And this morning there's, you know, other options. So I'm gonna see, I'm kind of waiting around a little bit to see what else I can get involved with that hopefully pays more and is not out of route for me, either at origin or destination. So I'm hoping, you know, I can swap a load out and make it a little bit smarter run than how I had it originally. So we'll see how it goes. I'm waiting on a couple calls back. It's early. It's not early for me, but it's 7:30. It's early for some brokers. It is 7:30. So we'll see how things go. Then we'll get pointed in whichever direction we need to go this morning. So I'm a California girl, okay? I'm a California girl. I am in Tennessee. We had breakfast at the hotel. I put shorts on because I was like, well, you know, I think we're getting out of, you know, the weather. No, we sat in the truck because I told you, you know, I was trying to swap out one load for another. I had to wait a little bit. So, you know, I mean, parking's fine right here. I parked in the grass, but that's okay. Parking was fine here, so we've been waiting, you know, here for about an hour and a half to try and see if I could swap this vehicle out. Yeah, so we're waiting here, you know, and I put shorts on this morning. I put shorts on this morning as we're waiting to see if I can swap out my loads. It starts to rain. It's raining pretty good. Raining pretty good. So I ran back into the hotel. I swapped out my loads. I ran back into the hotel and I was like, I'm gonna change. So changed into some pants. We are gonna hit a little bit of weather getting out of this area. Not sure. It's gonna, most of it's gonna miss us, but I did pack pretty much nothing but shorts, and then I took the 80 out here, so I had just a couple pair of pants with me, and I pretty much wore them the whole week out here. and I was like, oh cool, we're gonna take the 40 back home so I can start putting shorts on, all the shorts that I packed. Well, not quite yet. So I put pants back on. We're gonna go load up a cargo van and then a box truck van deal. So here we go. We are 22 miles from the first van, and then we're gonna be about 60 miles from the second van. I probably won't show you guys the loading if it's raining. I don't want to ruin my camera, but I'll show you the loads once we get a little bit better weather.